Skills for Independent Living, Chapter 6, Teamwork and Setting Career Goals. Teamwork. One important quality that employers value is working well on a team. When you work with others, you are part of a team. Certain qualities make you a valuable member of that team. Team members listen to each other and respect each other's opinions. Teams can get more done when their members have different ideas and skills. Some team members may be good at planning, while others may be better at solving problems. If you know this, it will be easy to respect what each person brings to the team. Sharing tasks is an important part of working together. All team members need to do their share of work. Although each person may have a different task, each should do what he or she does best. Take pride in your work. Do your best work. This pride will show in your finished product, whatever that work may be. Setting future career goals. Getting and keeping a job are important achievements. Kaylee was starting to wonder about her job. Read the story below to find out what was bothering Kaylee. Kaylee liked her job serving customers at a fast food restaurant. The work was pleasant and her friends often stopped by. The manager didn't mind if she talked to them as long as she got her work done. Lately, Kaylee had begun to wonder what she would be doing when she got older. She wondered if she would still be working at that restaurant. Kaylee worked hard. Her job kept her on her feet all day. She did not think she would want to stand up all day when she got older. Even now, Kaylee's legs ached by the end of the day. Maybe, Kaylee thought, I should be thinking about my future and a different job. Once you have learned how to get a job and keep a job, it is time to look ahead. It is time to think about a career. It is best to think about your personal qualities, skills, and interests before you look for a job. That way, you will be more likely to find a job that suits you. However, it is also important to consider your job needs right now. For example, you may want a job that pays you enough money to pay rent for an apartment, or you might need a job that will fit into your schedule. At some point, you will need a job that pays you enough money to meet all your basic needs. So like Kaylee, you must plan further ahead. You should think about what you will need 5 or 10 years from now. Consider starting a career goal. A career goal is the work you would like to be doing several years from now. Setting a career goal gives you something to aim for in your future. Deciding what to do with your life takes some thought. You still need to consider your personal qualities, skills, interests, and needs. You should choose a job that suits you. However, your career goal might require skills that you do not have right now. You can start learning those skills once you have chosen your goal. Being realistic and specific. A career goal needs to be realistic. Many people would like to be famous actors, singers, athletes, or musicians. However, these are not very realistic goals for most people. You can still try to reach these goals, but you also need other more realistic goals. It is important to work on realistic goals at all times. You can always set bigger goals later on. For example, Evan had been thinking about being a physical therapist. He learned he would need some special training. The training would include several science courses. Science had not been one of his favorite subjects. He would have to work very hard to improve his science grades. To make sure he wanted to be a physical therapist, Evan decided to take a related job first. He decided to try a job as an assistant trainer. He could work in the gym or health club. That job would help him decide whether he really wanted to be a physical therapist. Starting a career plan. After you choose a specific and realistic career goal, you need a career plan. A career plan is a step-by-step way to reach a career goal. First, write down your career goal. Choose a job that fits your personal qualities, skills, interests, and needs. Make sure your goal is specific and realistic. Next, list the steps to reach your goal. For example, Kaylee decided to work towards the goal of owning her own flower shop. She thought the best way to start working towards her goal was to learn about plants and flowers. Her next step was to get a job in a flower shop. Once she began working at the shop, she could learn from her co-workers about flower arranging. She could learn how to order plants and supplies and how to keep on a budget. Most importantly, she would learn how to keep customers happy. Kaylee also decided that she would take courses to learn more about the business. While she was learning the business, Kaylee could save her money to buy her own flower shop. Kaylee realized that she had to follow some rules while she worked towards her goal. She also knew how important it is to be responsible. Then her supervisor would put her in charge of other workers. That is how Kaylee would learn to supervise her own employees. Your career plan will help you identify the steps you need to take. You will then know what you have to do to reach your career goals. Set up a timeline to help your plans along. Think about how much time each of your steps should take. You might measure this time in months or years. For instance, Kaylee might work at a flower shop for 7 years before buying her own shop. Remember, this timeline is just a guess. Many things can affect it. You may complete a step sooner or later than you planned. You might need to add a step. As you work towards your goal, you might even skip a step. Identifying any obstacles that could stop you from reaching your goal is important. Things can get in the way of meeting your goal. For example, Kaylee might have trouble saving enough money to buy her own shop. However, she might think of a way to overcome this problem. She could ask 2 of her friends to be partners. Then they could help her buy the shop. Write down any obstacles you might face. Then name some ways you could overcome each obstacle. Identify sources of help that you can use when you need to overcome obstacles. Decide who or what can help you reach your goal. You may think of supervisors, co-workers, or even customers who could help you. Kaylee's friends, for example, might be sources of help for her. Check your progress as you work towards a goal. Make any changes in your plan that you think will help you move closer to reaching your goal. As you get closer to your goal, you may already have a new goal. Add it to your career plan. Developing your job skills, your educational skills, and your teamwork skills can help you move closer to your future career goals.